Yes.
Fucking
Yes. Oh, hey,
ugh.
hi, hello, welcome on in.
Yes.
Where Claudius haunts Ian's ever living nightmares forever
True.
and always.
It's actively true.
I think that's more of a flaw for Claudius than because of Ian having to play Claudius, but I think it's that obvious hunter quality that they may have.
I'm relatively positive that that flaw does not show up on Claudius's sheet and shows up on Ian's sheet.
True.
Obvious predator.
No, gonna haunt you till you're dead.
Oh.
Oh, I was like, what the hell?
Ian and I are catching strays.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Speaking of catching strays, Warren.
What a segue that was. Is that did you miss the line? We're gonna go around the table and talk about who we are and who we're playing?
No, I
Is that what
just
we're
knew you would
doing?
do it for me. Thank
Fair
you.
enough. Hi, I'm Ian and I'm playing who am I playing? Riley Claudius?
I didn't know you were Ian tonight.
I didn't get instructions. Instructions aren't clear.
I
Hi,
don't
I'm
know
Warren.
who I am anymore.
We were all playing Claudius a minute ago. I'm Warren and I am playing Marlowe and he is a caitiff.
Asking for a friend. Next up, we have Justin.
Hi, I'm Justin. I'll be role playing a corpse this evening. Formerly a Hakata, then mortal, now dead.
I think you guys usually roleplay corpses every Tuesday, if I'm going to be.
But they're
sort of
animated.
right.
I'm an unanimated corpse now.
Whoa.
Possibly. You're also possibly the only not corpse at the table.
True.
The night is still young. We can use your bones.
It's
Nice.
actually
Also
currently
true.
daytime where we left off, actually.
Yeah, so the night's just really young.
Or is it really old, you know? Next up, we have Rob.
Hi, I'm Rob. I'm going to be playing Vincent Arlosombra,
Active corpse.
active corpse.
And last but not least, Ian.
Hi, I'm actually Ian, and I will be playing one Baron Riley Hartmore, the Toreador.
I love that for you. Aren't you so glad you decided to be a Baron?
Sometimes maybe yes, sometimes maybe what the fuck.
We took a vote. Riley wasn't there. Riley got picked as Baron. It's fine.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Most Barons in Indianapolis.
Why me?
Yeah,
The
actually.
position.
It hasn't worked out great for the princes either, if we're being serious about it.
Well, yeah, you're not wrong. But where we sort of left off, you guys sort of reconvened at the club, and broke the news to Riley on the new ailment that Dom has received. As Dom proceeded to quickly and rapidly go off the deep end, experiencing mortal life for the first time in years. As you guys were having a conversation on maybe trying to keep tabs on Dom because of his resources and access that he has and just the amount of knowledge that he carries, a text message was received by the individual speeding off, standing up in a sunroof, fleeing the Succubus Club. You guys spent some resources looking around, trying to find people that would babysit Dom, for the lack of better term, through the day, make sure that nothing bad happened to them. But without knowing where they were, really difficult to do. And as Dom drove off, thanks to this individual he paid, Dom got to see the sunset once more. Yep, that's the one. The sunset of the moon. Um,
Not even how that works.
not, you know. Um, see the sunrise once more. Before the individual talking to Dom mentions it's been that long. Dom sort of wiping the tears away, acknowledging that it has been quite some time before everything sort of clicked, including the hammer as a gunshot rings out. And that is where we are picking up tonight's Chronicle. This is episode 62, Mirrored Edge. Dom, I need you to go ahead and roll.
Sure.
Actually, what's your... asking for a friend, what's your agility plus athletics dice pool?
You just get ready. You better dig out your dice bag.
Yep.
3.
Cool. Well, there is a small penalty of being shot at with a bullet, which does give you -3 to the roll.
Oh, good. So the difference between your 3 and my 1 on this roll is nothing here.
Yeah, exactly.
But what if he oh, no, never mind.
The surge is too strong here.
He doesn't have a clan bane to worry about.
True.
Pretty sure that mortals have a clan bane of more susceptible to bullets.
Squishy.
Weirdly, they so do thin bloods.
Yeah, it's still reliant on vital organs.
Vital organs for 300,
I think
please.
Dom like to eat vital organs. It's kind of the same thing.
Ooh.
Dom is normally reliant on vital organs for his crafts, not for breathing.
And they're usually somebody else's vital organs.
Right, they're not my own. A sharp pain shoots through your back
Ouch.
as you take 3 points of aggravated damage.
Okay, if I already have 3 of superficial,
So it would block out the 3 3, so it would just more or less cover the 3 superficial. It doesn't stack on top of each other
oh, okay.
because they have
At least
superficial would
that's a
go
thing.
pass into it.
Okay.
As you sort of look down, and there is a nice hole sticking out of right about like where your rib cage sort of tears apart.
That's not good.
That's not where that's supposed to be.
If can I tell where the gunshot came from?
It echoed from behind you.
Oh. I'll kind of reach inside my jacket pocket and grab a handkerchief and kind of stuff it in the wound as best I can, and I'll grab a wad of cash and throw it at the driver and be like, "Drive faster!"
Interesting.
What?
As he sort of continues to drive off.
Blood tastes different.
As you begin to fade sort of in and out of consciousness, the sun obviously goes dark, comes back, goes dark as your eyes become heavy, trying to stay awake as much as you can. And then eventually comes like, looks like tunnels that you're passing through and under, overpasses. Before the next thing you know, it's dark outside. You're in a house. It has a very bright light above you. Almost looks like medical.
Am I laying down or sitting
You
up?
are
or-
laying down, and you can feel leather straps that are on your wrists and ankles. You are in a hospital gown of some kind.
Where the hell am I?
Where you are is unimportant. What we need to know is how you became this way.
I have no idea. Honestly, I was. I was somewhere with. It was a sewer.
Okay. And what was down in the sewer?
Um, ghosts.
Actual ghosts?
Mhm.
You feel a cold hand sort of brush up against your forehead. Well, Doc, I don't know how much information we'll get out of him, but I think he's a prime candidate for our investigation. As another gentleman walks in.
It's a very interesting case. We've yet to see this response.
You're right. Which makes it interesting if it's working.
Can you ascertain if they're telling the truth?
I have tools at my... I have the capabilities to make gathering information more doable, but I would like to see them bounce back a little bit more.
Walks up and kind of puts the hands against Dom's temples. If you don't mind, I'm going to take a look.
Please, be my guest.
Just try to relax. What does their future hold?
It almost looks like a busy highway with a bunch of exits. Each one sort of heading to a different part of town. One, you sort of see the Succubus Club off in the distance. Another one, you see different pieces of Europe sort of mashed into a singular, almost like a singular structure area. In the third one, you see a cemetery.
Can I see a name on a tombstone?
You try to focus in on it. You see multiple tombstones that are sort of side by side. Marlowe, Riley, Vincent, Charlie.
What's this one's name?
Dom.
Interesting. I think they may be more useful than we think.
People from the well, they can't be all bad. They all have their tools.
Yes, they have usefulness. Nothing more.
And nothing less,
As Malcal wills it.
as he does.
Let me know when they're feeling better and you've had a chance to ascertain if they're being honest.
I'll let you know as soon as I find out. I'll send word.
Perfect.
But I think as it would be best if you were nowhere to be found, as per our normal protocol. If someone comes deciding to look for this individual, which I'm sure they will, it'd be fortuitous for us not to have you around.
Agreed, but I think I'll give the leeches something else to worry about. I think it's time for another sacrifice.
I would agree.
Let's make some greet the sun.
I'll send word to our partner.
Excellent.
The rest of you, please go ahead and roll a rouse check to wake up for this evening.
It's a very concerning conversation.
Yeah, that sounds fun and cool.
Do we maybe have nightmares to match the nightmares that I just had? I am waking up with a point of aggravated. Should I roll
Okay.
the extra 3?
If you would like to, if you don't want to keep it.
Yeah. Whew. Okay, I made 2,
Okay.
so I'm going to 3 hunger.
Okay, perfect. Was that also including your nightly one to wake up with?
Yeah, I rolled 4.
Okay, cool. Just to make sure. All right. What's everyone else looking like hunger-wise? Not including Dom, because he's got a different kind of hunger.
Dom can't possibly be hungry. He ate a lot of croissants.
Well, he still needs blood, but that's more being infused into him versus digesting.
Just given the number of croissants, I think that Dom might have other pressing needs.
It's a lot of carbs, man.
That's what I'm saying. Hella bloated.
Hunger 2 here.
Okay.
Riley's hanging out at Hunger 1 still.
I love that for you.
Same, honestly.
Come on, man. The story happens around, Hunger 2 or 3. So 5.
Or
we've
fine.
been chilling at the club doing running territory type shit. Like, I'm so glad that I haven't been getting hungrier.
Riley is just holding court.
Yeah, actually, though.
Yeah. What's up? You got beef? Come see me. We'll try to figure this out.
Riley's
I've
just
got
doing it.
people to send to the sewers. I'm never going to the sewers.
Yeah, fuck that. Actively.
Smart play.
Yeah. You
Didn't go so hot for me.
You go less. Well, let's be very frank. Your issues came out after you came out of the sewer. The sewer was not the bad part for you.
It led me to bad decisions.
As sewers mostly do. Riley, you get a couple text messages advising that there was a couple of checkpoints throughout the day saying that there was no sign of Dom anywhere.
All right, I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket there. That sucks.
Is there anyone who would like to go hunting?
Yeah, for sure. I want to see how many folks are at the gambling hall and see if there's a couple folks who are in the red that I might be able to help straighten things out.
Yeah, go ahead and make a hunting roll for me.
Okay,
So I'm going to do this my usual way,
Yeah.
which is manipulation, intimidation, using my specialization. I do want to try to do this twice.
Okay.
I forget if 3 is enough. Is 3 enough?
3 is enough. You're looking for 2 inside of your own threshold, inside of your own territory.
All right, cool. Then I'm going to roll a couple of rouse checks to heal my health and see if I need to do it again.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Go back to Hunger 3. Hey, what's the modification on the difficulty if you do it twice?
Go ahead and remove 1 die.
Cool. that went bad.
This is what you haven't heard for.
I don't have a herd anymore. 4 successes.
4 successes. Yeah, easy enough. You find a couple of individuals who are very much in the red that you're able to help forgive some of that debt.
The folks who are very much in the red we need. I'll take slightly in the red.
Fair. Or make them less heavily in the red. You know, instead of hundreds of thousands, it's just like 800,000. You know, we still need you.
Yeah. You're gonna pay that back. That is income.
Exactly.
I got resource dots associated with this.
You know what? I'll hunt as well.
I love that for you. Go get him there, champ.
Did you get yourself a good little man that you were able to eat right up?
Yum, 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 yum.
Only 2 successes, but I think that's enough.
That is indeed enough. How much hunger would you like to erase from your track?
Just 1. I don't want to kill somebody over 1 dot.
That's unfortunate, but understood.
It's okay. We'll kill somebody later for sure.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
That somebody will die this time around.
I promise you there will be plenty of deaths this time around.
The ominousness continues.
Ominicity.
We love those. Okay. I'm assuming you're also going down just to 1, Vincent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Twice.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Okay. Does anyone have any stains that they need to resolve?
No. Working on it.
That'll be tomorrow as well.
I have high hopes for this episode tonight, Warren. I'm just saying.
Would you like a preemptive remorse test?
I mean, if you want to give me a piece of humanity for fun, sure.
Why are you assuming you'll get 1 stain?
Right. It's very bold of you. Okay. Vincent, you also wake up after your hunting, sort of look at your phone or have your friend look at your phone, and you have received a text message from a contact of yours that you have not talked to in quite some time.
Simon is handling the phone this morning
That's fair.
or this evening.
Both are probably true.
Is this my hunter friend?
This is your hunter friend.
Oh God. Okay. What is the text message?
Took a shot at one last night or this morning. May need your help.
Simon, text back morning question mark, not a leech then? I'll tell you what the words mean when you're older.
You know, I spent a lot of time looking through like lore for you guys, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
We don't normally use that word. That's not an us word. That's another people word.
I think that's a my kind. Never mind.
I think if you ask them, they would maybe say not your kind.
Yeah, fair. Maybe. Unsure. Seen a large uptick of baby teeth walking around recently.
So disrespectful.
What do you mean by that?
Thin bloods. I'll send so Simon, send back looking into a couple of leads on where the baby teeth might be coming from, might have some promising folks for you to consider for future appointments.
Perfect. Care to meet to discuss once you have information?
Meeting is tough right now. Operating on weird hours at the moment and in a position where a couple may have eyes on me. If you're willing to be flexible, we could potentially meet.
For you? Happily.
So, Simon, here's the deal. If we get messages from this number during the day, we do need to respond during the day.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
We're looking for pictures for this person. We're looking for pictures particularly of, and I'm going to give him a list of names. I'll let you know when it's good to release them. Just, that's the story that we're telling them.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know, boss.
And the list of names is going to be Brink, Fairfield. Eva is going to be basically the major movers and shakers that are not this coterie in the area.
Okay.
Hell yeah, get them.
Yeah, well, this could potentially cost me another point of humanity when my touchstone gets murked by a vampire.
Nah.
It's possible I shouldn't be aiming Ancilla and up, but
It's fine.
We're not gonna. It's not gonna get to that point.
Right. If we fix the issue before we throw the cannon, it's fine.
Simon, add another thing that is, would you be interested in locations of some additional baby teeth as well, if that is available?
Yeah, they all need to burn.
Understood. Okay. Homework. Good to know. I think Simon say for a meeting tonight looks bad. Let's maybe aim for tomorrow. I'll let you know when I free up. Might be early evening.
Works for me. I got a location myself that I'm handling this evening. 2, maybe 3 tops.
Do you need help?
If you want to come in for old time's sake, sure.
Do you want to give me the location, or is that a thing that we should discuss in person?
No. Get ready to head out here shortly. Here's the ping.
Frantically figuring out where the pin is.
It's maybe like within 10 blocks of the club.
Not domain, but domain adjacent.
Probably not the club, but definitely the domain.
It is definitely the domain of you guys, but not the club.
Interesting.
Simon, can you send a text to Riley with that address and just ask, this place relevant to you?
You get a text message. The only relevancy is within your domain.
This wouldn't happen to be anywhere even remotely near where Fairfield's hiding now, right?
Maybe it's on the same block, but not the same building.
Same block, different building. Okay. I'll text back. Potentially, what's going on? Something I should know about?
Yeah, ... I'll be at the club in 10 minutes.
I'm in my office. Come on up.
I'm gonna head. Hey, Simon, go get the car.
Oh, okay.
We gotta go.
Easy enough, quick enough to get the car, and get you over to the club. You have probably about 50-ish minutes before the meeting time was when she said she was going to be at that location.
Okay. So Simon will be under instructions to leave the car running.
Understood.
And just in case I wasn't clear, and be in it. Don't just leave the car running and walk away. Awesome. Great.
You act like this is my first time we've done this.
Hey, man, I just want to double check. Sometimes we do crazy stuff.
You aren't wrong. I think these not like the keys just walk away, you know?
Precisely. How much does Simon know about that story? Simon probably knows very little about that story.
Probably very little.
I think that Vincent does a double take at that and is like, yeah, it's not like that happens.
He continues to roll down the window and just wait.
So yeah, I'm gonna hustle into Riley's office. Get there, knock,
Open. Come on in.
push the door open, go in, look around, make sure that there's nobody else there.
What's going on?
So you may or may not know, I have some contacts who are hunters.
Right.
They're going to be there.
Okay. Interesting. How many?
I'm going to guess somewhere between 1 and 6. At least 1.
Okay.
Depending on how large of a crew they have, could be a bunch. They've been pursuing thin bloods in the area lately, which, but I wanted to check with you on this location in particular because it's a little close to home.
Yeah. I don't like how close that is. I also feel like we can't just allow that to happen.
Okay. Well, if it's a red herring, they spend resources, bark up the wrong tree, come back with nothing. No problem.
Well, very true. It's more so, it's not it being a red herring that I'm worried about. It's the optics of hunters just existing and trying to pull a fuck in our territory.
Okay, so what? Do you want to lay a trap for them?
Ideally, do we have that kind of time, or is this like a they're
We
there
do
right
not
now?
have a lot of time. This
Okay.
is sort of evacuate people who need evacuating, or don't, depending on if there are people that you want to be caught up in that.
If we have the time to actively get people out, then let's do that. But we might just use it as means to take the select few out of there, if that makes sense. So because this is the way that it is, you should know that Fairfield's been skulking about with a second home.
Okay.
And that's been pretty on the down low about what's going on. So I feel like that's trust that's worth holding on to at the moment. If he trusts enough to say, I'm here, please keep that low, then he might actively be worth scurrying out if he's there. But
Is that
I think
profitable for you, or is that a goodwill tour? Because Fairfield's competition, right?
Fairfield's competition, but at that point, see, now my thought on that was we get him out of there and say, I just saved your life. What's that worth? Like, what's that worth to you?
Yeah. I think the question for you is that worth more than just not having Fairfield?
I think that's a very real question. Okay, since we don't have a ton of time and I'm not trying to ask a million questions, I'll ask one more question. How beefy are these guys? Like, if it's a full crew rocking in, how kitted are they?
High tactical know-how, moderate. Well, my contact would not be bringing a lot of the resources. They'd be bringing expertise and some resources. But sometimes these folks get pretty hefty bankrolls, and if they're working with the Orpheus Group, then you can assume that they've got all of the money of the U.S. military.
Interesting. Okay. Well, shit. Okay.
I guess I'll let you know if I see tanks rolling down the street.
Right. That'd be too loud. Are you going? Are you meeting them there, or is this just like what's going on?
I'm not planning on meeting them. I'm planning on being around and being able to potentially direct things.
Okay. Then let's go with be around, potentially direct, but do what you need to.
So just to be clear, the only person of interest there is Fairfield.
Yes, but if it's between you and him, I choose you.
Me too. Yeah, you didn't have to tell me that. I was
Okay,
on-
just making sure that, like, it'd be cool to be owed that, but at the same time, we're not risking you to that extent.
Understood.
I trust you, you're capable. It's right down the street, so holler if you need something, and we can do what we can to rally people up.
Will do.
We might even be able to, snag somebody.
Okay. If you've got resources to do that, then cool. I don't at the moment. So I'm gonna go with my plan.
Yeah, go with your plan. And Yeah. Good luck.
If you end up with somebody, let me know.
Yeah, I'll be shaking trees on this side, seeing what I can find out.
Got it. And then Bruce, I think that Vincent's gonna hustle back down, hop in Simon's car, and try to find a place that is overlooking the area with view of where Fairfield is. Assuming that Riley shared that.
I would have told you general area, not like
This apartment, yeah.
yeah,
fair.
not like this is the exact address, but like this building.
As you get yourself in position, to overwatch the situation, is there anything you would like to prepare before the time of her arrival?
Just to tell Simon, shoot a message to Tammy and tell her that we're in position and that we've got a good view of the location. We'll share information as we get it.
You get a text back. Oh, you don't want to kick indoors like the good old days? Age is not catching up well with you, friend.
You know as well as I that I have never been the kicking indoors type. Age is not helping.
Fine.
You can tell me all about your thrilling heroics over drinks.
It is like the old days. And going dark.
Vincent will be legitimately trying to keep Tammy safe here. So if it seems like she's going to get into trouble, his plan is basically to share intel as he gets it, including photos and locations and what have you.
Okay. As she goes in, lights begin to cut out to the entire building. You now begin to see sort of flashlights appear.
He'd send her information like activity on XYZ floors, these windows. Just basically trying to act as much of an M-Talk as he is able to act as an M-Talk.
T-Talk is best.
He is not that kind of magic.
um, you hear the sound of gunfire erupt from the building.
How far away from the building am
I would say you're probably across the street and one house down.
That's fair. Can I tell from where in the building that's happening? Basically, I'm curious if I can see a shadow that I think would be able to see the gunfire.
Yes, you at least. It's on the first floor. It's obviously hard to tell what the inside of the house looks like because it's all cut out, but at least you can see the flashes of gunfire on the first floor.
I'm going to use shadow perspective to watch. Since that's shadow that I can see. So
It is indeed.
all right, let's see if we get a stain from this.
Yes.
No, but also I passed my rouse check.
Okay. As you look inside, it just has the same vision that you would have, right? So if it's dark, it's still dark.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can't see in the dark any more than I can normally see in the dark.
Okay. You do see what looks like, and it's still an ongoing fight inside. You do see 2 individuals face down in a pool of blood. It's too dark to see who or what it is, but you do see that there is. Now that they sort of got to this point, the gunfire is stopped as the rifles are now sort of being sort of like put up into the air a bit as they sort of got a hold of the gun and now is trying to like disarm the 2 hunters. One of them obviously being your friend, as you sort of do see from the moonlight or the streetlight that's sort of shining in, the small glimpses of these 2 individuals. And you can definitely see that both the people that are in there fighting do have these long extended teeth.
Anyone I know?
No.
Oh, good. I'm not really in a position to help, so can I tell how many hunter combatants there are?
There are. You watched 3 go in, and there is one. At least what it looks like, there is a fight between 4 people currently in there.
So as I'm watching, I'm just going to narrate to Simon and say, shoot a message to Riley that at least 3, probably 4 hunters. Looks like 2 going on 3 casualties.
Okay. Riley, you get a text message with an update.
Yeah, I'll just text back. I guess we can clean up when the storm's done. And I'll start reaching out to. Can I leverage? What's the word for it? Oh, come on. Did I not write it down? Of course I didn't. That would have been too easy. Is it the lean of the domain? That's like how plugged in we are?
Yes.
Yeah. Is there a way I can leverage that to get more eyes or ears in that area? Like just send out like send runners even if I need to. Like, hey, you're quick, get down there.
Easy enough to do.
Okay, cool. Just absolutely not that I don't trust what Vincent's telling me. I just want as much information out of that as we can possibly get.
Okay.
With the instructions of security guards. Observe, report, don't get involved.
Okay. Anything we should be on the know about?
Just there's dudes kicking indoors, and I want to know why people are kicking indoors in this part of the like in my area.
Yeah.
Assuming that they win this fight, which I am not going to interfere with. So if they lose, and that'll suck for me, but so it goes. Assuming that they win this fight, I might do something similar and try to leverage my criminal influence and our Portillion to do a thing that is not what Portillion normally does, and send some criminals to help our hunter group, just with the caveat that I'd warn the hunters that like these people don't know anything and they're not ready for it.
Okay. It continues to be a back and forth of guns go sliding across the room. It becomes a hand-to-hand combat more situation through. As it becomes down to one hunter versus two of these individuals.
I mean, I think I'm just too far away to do anything about it. It's really the deal.
As the fight continues to go forward, and you sort of witnessing this through the shadow, I need you to go ahead and make a frenzy test for me, please.
Did we get willpower back when we woke up?
We sure did.
That's so relevant. Okay, so 5 plus a third of my humanity round down.
So what is that, like 6?
Yeah. Difficulty? Yeah, 6.
Yes. Difficulty is 3 on this. As your eyes sort of light up, as you notice that the last hunter remaining is indeed your touchstone.
4, but I don't know if this is what you were going to do with the frenzy anyways, but I think that Vincent's going to say to Simon, you have the phone, you have the camera, keep them posted. I'll be back, and is going to start running in that direction.
Weirdly enough, that's exactly what the frenzy
Okay,
was
cool.
willing you to do as the beast. Weirdly enough, the beast usually just wants to survive. But at this point, it's almost like amplifying it up to wanting to protect someone who is a cornerstone of who you are. As you begin taking off and just sprinting towards the house.
I am going to be looking for like a support personnel, like a car or something like that looks like it's got potentially other hunters in it.
You look and you look around and you don't see any additional cars. Let me rephrase. You do see support personnel, but not of the hunter variety.
As in additional vampires are coming?
It looks like at least one individual is like standing outside and beginning to head into the front door.
Again, do I recognize them?
You don't, but you recognize the flaw that this one has as an obvious hunter. They're sort of like fangs are prolonged down, even like it goes past outside their teeth.
Okay.
Obviously not blushing, but like walking and just like pushing the door open and sort of crouching inside a little bit to get through the doorway.
I'm going to call out to them. Hey! I'm going to blush in the meantime. So I'm about to go meet some mortals.
He stops and looks at you.
Get out here.
Sort of stops and listens, almost like half inside, half out. With
What's going on in there?
people I care about are dying.
Do you know who I am?
I know of your status.
Okay. If we're going to do something about this, we're going to do it together. You ready?
Yeah, let's take down this hunter.
Yeah, let's go. And I'm gonna let this person lead, but as they're going in, I'm gonna do my Arms of Ahriman.
Okay. He walks in, and as soon as he sort of steps into the house, disappears from view.
I still have my shadow perspective up. Can I see him there?
Let me check the ability real quick.
It's basically just an additional point of perspective.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
my
I
usual.
am just checking to see if this is a contested role that you get to make and try to observe.
Oh, if they're like obfuscating or something, I do not get anything to do with that.
Yes, he is obfuscated out of your view. As soon as he sort of crosses through the threshold, he obfuscates.
Okay. Then I'm going to, as I go in, how dark is it in there?
The only lights that's currently going into, you have the flashlights that are attached and sort of stationary on the ground. And then the street lamps are illuminating some of the interior from the front of the place. But it's still not like a holistic picture. Still a lot of shadows placed throughout the house.
Okay. Then yeah, I'd like to Arms of Ahriman and try to grab the assailant that Tammy's currently fighting with.
Okay. And what is that roll?
Arms of Ahriman is a level 2 Oblivion. It's Wits plus Oblivion roll to either attack or to grapple. I want to grapple. It gets to add half of my potence rating as a damage bonus. That's kind of it.
Okay.
Basically, it gets to roll Brawl using my Wits and Oblivion.
That's sick. We like that.
Good news, I don't gain hunger. Worse news, I do get a stain.
Yes.
We're trying to avoid flat out losing humanity here, so.
Ooh, I did do some messy stuff here though. 5 is your threshold with a messy critical from this guy.
Ooh, we're for sure rousing.
Okay.
Fail.
I love that for you.
Do you?
A little bit. Gotta be honest. Blood for the blood god.
Plus Levion. I got 2 crits.
Oh,
9.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Your dice showed up.
Yeah,
God.
rarely, but today they did.
your arms sort of wrap around this individual as they sort of snake their way up the leg, up, up, up. It has also these tendril-like arms repel down from the ceiling and sort of pull them up, almost like an X, as they are now suspended up off the ground.
I want to tell Tammy to run, and I want to add some juice to that.
Okay. What kind of juice are you adding?
I want to add a dominate to that.
Oh.
We don't have time to argue. Run. I'm going to do a compel. This might qualify as a unaware mortal, but probably not
I was
unprepared mortal victim.
right, but I mean they're prepared because they're going to a kindred den.
Yeah, they're
but
somewhat less prepared for this,
but it's less because it's you that they're not prepared for.
yeah. You
Um,
tell me, boss.
is there a difficulty that power goes? Is it just contested?
It's just contested. It's charisma plus dominate versus intelligence plus resolve, which I don't know if you have stats for her, but
I will say because she's not expecting you to be giving the power, I will consider her an unexpecting mortal. Her guard is down towards you.
okay. So I'm gonna tell her to run, and I am going to, at that point, as she is fleeing,
Mhm.
release the arms and just like let them drift back into the shadows. And just kind of look around and see what's going to happen next.
She gets past you as she runs towards the door before you see her stop and begin to be lifted up. And when she's beginning to lift up, you see the form of the individual who you followed in have her by the throat, lifting her up off the floor. Well, we can't be letting you leave now, can we?
I'd like to try to use the arms to trip him.
Okay. Go ahead and make a roll for it.
I already have it, so I shouldn't have to rouse again.
No, yeah, I definitely don't have to rouse again for it, no.
Nope.
No, I think it's active for the whole scene, so I would say you don't have to move them.
Let's surge on this one too.
Okay.
Pass for once.
He is also going to surge. Ooh. Ooh.
Did he also willpower?
Yes. 6 with a messy crit.
I will also willpower.
Okay.
Uh, 8.
The tendrils wrap around and pull him to the ground he wasn't moving when he picked her up because he was more or less standing next to the door, but drop him to his knees as it releases her. She looks back towards you. Go, get out of here! Come on!
I want to look panicked and like I'm trying to rescue her friend.
Yeah. Before you begin to hear chanting in a different language coming from this larger individual as he sort of knelt down.
Is she out?
Yeah, at this point she's out.
Okay, then I want to walk over and pick up her friend.
So no, she was the only hunter that was left. The other people that are
are they dead?
Yeah, they're 100%. They have huge like gashes taking out of their neck.
Okay. Then I want to just pick up one of them and toss him towards our Nosferatu friend, and say, we don't want to cause a scene with the police. Get this, and whatever others are in here to the Baron.
he's just sort of stopped and almost like in a trance-like state as he's stands up. I'm assuming you let go of the arms.
Yeah.
Sort of walks over past you, still chanting in this other language, not loudly, but sort of under his breath. As he walks over, grabs one of the rifles, and performs the final death on himself. And falls flat.
Does the other kindred in here respond to that?
No, he is frantically looking around. Then after the gunshot goes off, immediately runs up to the body. No, 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 no.
I want to pick up the rifle
Mhm.
and to the other one say, "We don't have time for this. Take one of these to the Baron now."
They'll hear of this. And just runs
Okay.
past you.
And then I want to walk out with the rifle.
Okay. Shortly after, Riley, the person at the front door, advises that you have a guest that is frantic and would like to have word.
Yep, send him up. And in the meantime, while waiting for that guy to get up to my office, I'm gonna position the SI rifle under the desk.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna sit behind my desk. That rifle is under, like towards the door.
Respectable.
Now I'm just gonna try to hang out like hard lounging. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said what I said. What about it?
I was just processing what hard lounging is.
Casual, calm, collected.
They bust in. We've had an attack.
Okay. How bad?
I mean, there
mean,
was 3 of us, and
attack-
I'm the only
attack,
one
but-
that came out alive.
Was Vincent there?
Yeah. I was about to say, you didn't realize that we were on the same side as hunters.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to understand me very clearly when I say this. We're not on the same side as hunters, but sometimes you need pawns. And maybe we keep somebody alive to have a pawn another day. I have no idea what Vincent was about, but we can figure that out. And that's for me to find out.
Well, that pawn just ran away with 2 of our thin bloods that died and our sire.
See, this is the information that you lead with.
Unfortunately, and I mean no I don't have the cold blood. I still have like hormones that make me agitated.
Yeah, you're still young. It's fine. I am too. We're gonna figure this out. You know what doesn't get done when we're panicking? Anything productive. I hear you. I understand you, and I empathize. Please don't take me being cold in this moment for lack of caring. Here's what I'm going to do for you. Once you leave here, take some breaths. We don't need vigilante justice right now. What we're going to do, I will talk with Vincent. We will get all the information. And then as soon as I have feasible plans on how to on how to recover those that have been taken, you'll be notified and you'll be brought along. I'm not into dealing justice on your behalf. Or in your stead, I should say. Absolutely, I'll fight for you. But you understand what I'm saying. If there's justice to be had, I want you to be able to get some.
Freely to speak.
What was that?
Free to speak.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And does that include the traitor among us as well?
A traitor among us. Are you referring to Vincent?
Yes, the one that willingly let hunters escape when we had them dead to rights.
I'm not going to jump to treason so quickly. There is a looming shadow, absolutely. But there's a process.
Sure.
Are you kidding me? If this was brought to me about anyone else, I would still want to know the facts as to why did you let them go, who are they, etc. If they have taken someone, we need to know who they know and why. Just going off half-cocked and providing somebody the final death doesn't do anything to fix the situation. I understand that you're upset. And I'm willing to look past some of the attitude that's coming along with it because I get that you're upset. So, take some breaths. You know what? Head on downstairs. Get yourself a drink if that's something that can help you out here. If you need to feed in the meantime, there's somebody downstairs that can help you with that as well. They can get you set up. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Now, please. I appreciate what you've done this evening. Now, let me do my job for you.
All right.
I'll kind of relax the gun under the desk.
They begin to turn, walk out, and pull a phone out of their pocket and begin to leave.
I am going to... God, I miss Dom so much. Should have been the easy, hey Dom, that guy can't leave. No, I'm gonna get at security and just
Yep.
be like, hey, the guy leaving my office right now, he's not to leave, and take his phone.
Okay. Understood.
Thank you. I'm gonna hit Marlo and just like, are you alive? Question mark, question mark.
A couple minutes later, yeah. Why?
Okay, just checking. Tonight's weird. It's always weird, but
Is somebody
tonight's
not?
weird.
Is somebody not?
We haven't heard from Dom since last night.
He's probably sleeping.
Nobody saw him all day yesterday. But either way, shit went down. So just checking on you, making sure
Do you
you're
want to
around.
come in?
Please.
Yeah, I'll be right there. Let me change.
Thank you. Couple of minutes. XOXO Gossip Girl.
Even through the music, you hear a very frustrated and angry individual yelling about their phone being taken.
He can be mad. That's fine. If he wants to escalate it, I can escalate it, but he's not going to like the words that I have. They're going to hurt.
In a willpower kind of way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure.
They're going to hurt, and they might end up somebody being staked and hanging out to think about what they did.
Maybe with their abdominal cavity intact and maybe getting baseballs pitched at them.
Yeah.
I'll keep an ear out for if that escalates, but at the moment, he can be mad. That's fine.
Okay. Marlo, you have arrived.
Well, I will go into Riley's office and figure out what Riley needs from me right now.
Hi.
Vincent,
see
you
you.
also have arrived.
Perfect.
I think that the sequence of events for Vincent would be hand the rifle to Tammy, say, I managed to get one more. They got me pretty hard. I'm going to need to get out of here, and I'm sure the cops are going to come. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Then link back up with Simon, send Riley a text that says, 3 hunters down, few of us down, or 3 of the guests down, a few of us down. Turns out our folks were maybe involved with the same cult that led to whatever the big thing was that we've been investigating.
Get a text back. Fuck. And,
The the older one did it to themselves.
ass.
And then we'll head back in.
Wonderful. You have arrived.
Do I see a pissed off individual at the bar?
You do see a very pissed off individual throwing drinks back and saying profanities to the ceilings.
In a masquerade breachy kind of way? Or in a...
No, more of the rich get richer and people who associate with very wealthy and powerful people can do whatever they want without consequence kind of way.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I love this guy. He's my favorite.
This is like, yep, heads on up.
Upon seeing you pass, he does actively spit on the floor towards in your general direction, not at you, just in your direction.
Oh, he gets bounced.
He doesn't get bounced. He gets moved off of the floor. Somewhere less conspicuous. Fuck you for spitting in my club.
I'm going to say that Vincent gives him like a very cocky smile and a very sarcastic looking salute. And to be clear, I am trying to bait this guy into doing something stupid.
Go ahead and roll manipulation plus persuasion.
Just
Threshold?
Threshold.
I don't want to enforce rules against you, Vincent.
I'm not doing anything. It's not my fault if your patrons can't keep it together.
Holy gaslight, we are playing VTM.
I didn't do anything.
2 successes.
He attacked me.
2?
2.
Let's surge.
The beast is feeling petty tonight.
And you know what? As it should.
6. With a crit. I think he mouths are like, sorry.
He stands up, gets right in your face. You are nothing without your Baron. I hope you understand this.
My what? What? Sorry, can you say that word a little louder in public? Careful. Gonna get yourself in trouble. Have a good night.
Yes. Oh, I love this, man.
Well, you said it was 6.
Yeah.
He will take 4 points of superficial willpower damage.
Absolutely, he will.
Does he take a swing at me?
No, he's a little too defeated, and also acknowledging your words of careful, you might get yourself hurt. Mixed with that in the conversation that they just had with Riley, he just goes and cools off as they sort of disappear into the crowd.
All right, head on up. Whew, what a night.
What a night. When y'all get into the office, Riley is sitting there, feet up on the desk, looking contemplative. Like into the middle distance, just like the fuck is going on?
Does Riley look like they have a weapon that might have white phosphorus in it under the desk?
Not under the desk. Not at this point.
Great.
No, that it is sitting on top of the desk. But it's not being used at the moment.
It's not an base for intimidation and or lethality.
So, all right. So I'm glad you're both here. First things first, because I already told Marlo about it. We haven't seen, heard, smelled, experienced, whatever you want to say, anything about Dom in the last 24 hours.
No, I actually would say that I have actively heard from my people that they've lost track. Apologies.
No, it is what it is, and I'm worried at this point about him. So we need to figure out where the fuck did Dom go? Because, a dude doesn't just disappear into the night and not. When you're that coked out, you don't disappear into the night and nobody hears from you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Adeline
Maybe,
had a strategy that I think was in line with something that you might be able to do to summon somebody. Are you at that point?
Unfortunately, I am not. God, I wish. That would make life so much easier sometimes. Especially right now. If that was the case, I'd just like, hey. And then, he'd at least know I'm looking for him. He should know I'm looking for him.
He knows we're looking for him.
Good. Okay.
So he's either in trouble or hiding. And if he's hiding, he's going to be able to do it well enough that we won't be able to find him.
And if he's in trouble, then he's going to be in enough that maybe we won't be able to find him. But
he's just like passed out. I mean, he was really hitting it hard.
he was. That could also be. I could just be worrying based on everything else that's been going on this evening. Which brings me to this evening. So Marlo, to get you caught up, there was an attack. We had hunters a couple blocks away. Things got a little crazy. Some people are dead on both sides.
Our people,
at least from what I've understood,
or
some
like who?
some of us are dead, some of them are dead. But I have a very
Hunters were active before I got there. When I showed up, they had already killed 2. After that, they didn't kill anymore. One of our own killed himself in a way that was very reminiscent of what we saw in the sewers. sort of ritualistic, cultish, whatever. I'm not sure if the one of ours that got out was related as well. I don't know. He seemed emotionally invested in cult guy. So
Well, I am now curious as to why there's a very upset, phoneless individual down at the bar right now who's certain that there's a traitor amongst us in this room right now. I'm going to look very pointedly at Vincent when I say that.
I think
Are we
he
talking about
views
the guy that
me
was
as-
spitting on the floor? That guy?
That guy. Oh, he's spitting on the floor? Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I'm
I
I was
going
think
to.
about to
he views
show
me
his
as-
ass the curb, but Vincent seemed to have talked him down.
Yeah, also, you said phoneless, so I'm assuming we don't want him leaving.
No, we want him here, at least for the moment.
I am assuming that he views me as being responsible for the older one. I'm assuming he seemed stronger as suicide. For what
Okay.
it's worth, that's not a trick I have.
Was about to ask. He said something about you letting a hunter get away?
The hunter was killing people. I dominated the hunter into leaving.
Okay.
Which I guess for people who don't understand how that power works could seem that way. I commanded them to run.
Okay.
Are they gonna come back? It seems like a loose end.
Yeah.
They're
Now,
a loose end. I'm pursuing it.
okay. So this is
They're
this
also
was
my contact, for what it's worth.
they're one of your contacts?
Mhm.
Okay. That changes things. Because
If they're
obviously-
dangerous, they're dangerous. To be clear, I don't want to pretend like I'm not going to do something that's necessary here. But uh, I have reason to believe that I can keep tabs on them.
and that's valid. And I trust you with that. But here's the predicament on my end. Now we have one very upset individual within the territory who has lost recently, who's convinced that there's a significant level of corruption. Not that there's probably not anyway, but around specifically treason, as they put it. And they want blood. Or they were actively. I stopped them on the way out, took their phone, because all signs pointed to rallying a militia and going for some vigilante justice on your contact. So now we need to find a way to satiate that, or at least put it on hold for a minute to get them to calm down to work through it while we figure out what the fuck to do about that. Or some other option that I haven't figured out yet. So, how do we feel about that?
I suspect that he misinterpreted the dominate command or is blaming me for the death of his sire. If that's something that we can clear up, then okay, happy to be involved in an explanation, but I doubt he'll trust me. Otherwise, with all due respect to the drunk individual who is making a scene at the bar, you're the Baron. If you say that it is not a problem, then he has no choice but to stew on it.
So here's what we're gonna do then. I'm gonna have security bring him up, and we will address this. I already told him that if we get to a point where he can have some justice, I'd let him get his licks in. Hoping that that would delay any sort of rash decisions. But I need witnesses, you two, around when I tell him very pointedly, leave it unless told otherwise. Does that work?
Vincent's going to say that works for me. However, we're maybe dealing with a die roll that might change Marlowe's answer. So
I'm very curious.
I will willpower.
As I say, because currently, right now, I would consider Rob to be the active kindred in this case.
I'm also going to willpower.
Well, now
Oh,
I have 4
man.
successes.
I miss
What-
Dom. This wouldn't be a problem if Dom were here.
What'd you end up with, Marlo?
4.
Also 4. I rolled an 8, a 4, and a 3 on my remaining 3 dice.
Does not seem to pick up on anything that is outside the truth.
I think he's being cagey, but
Mhm.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'll go grab the guy. You said security can go grab the guy. I'm security. I'll go grab the guy. It's fine.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, you want me to like rough him up a little bit, or just like bring him up here
No.
polite like?
Bring him up here politely. If we need to rough him up, we can rough him up in here. That's not a problem.
You know, I have a skill set for being an asshole, but
I know.
sure, I'll be polite.
Be polite for the moment. And then if he wants to be an asshole up here, away from people, I'll let you be an asshole.
Takes you a bit to find him in a crowded bar, but you do politely pull him from a conversation as he begins to head back.
How far is it from where we're walking to where we're getting to Riley's office?
I mean, across the facility, but not like obviously crazy far away.
All right, so like not long enough to really grill the dude.
You can try.
No, Riley told me not to rough him up, and I don't really have a non-rough him up way to socially interact that's not going to get me into trouble.
Based.
Is there any way I can interrogate
my-
him with the strength stat?
There is. That's actually the default for
Yeah.
open threats is strength and intimidate,
Mhm.
but it does the margin in damage to your physical track.
Because, rough him up.
Exactly. Rough him up. I'm pretty good at that. But no, I since Riley has told me to be polite, and since I've not figured out that Vincent's lying, I don't have any incentive here.
Okay. You go ahead and bring him to Riley's office.
Hi, welcome back. Please have a seat. And Riley is still sitting behind the desk. No, like the gun is away. Only this time their sword is sitting on the desk.
Vincent's going to be standing off to the side, trying to look like he's an observer but not an active participant.
He looks you over. Yes.
I figured. that it was worth the time, given that I have you here, and I have Vincent here to discuss this evening's happenings and formulate a plan moving forward.
Yes, my baron.
Awesome. So now that I have both of you in a room together, I would like. I've heard both sides of this. I'd like the two of you briefly to discuss your side and see if we can come to some sort of understanding, because this whole thing has been strenuous on all parties involved.
My understanding is that I'm being accused of behavior that would not be becoming. So I'll let you go first.
Well, upon us about to kill the hunter, I was suspended within air by things I couldn't see. And watched Vincent tell them to get out instead of taking care of them themselves.
Okay.
And then after she turned around and went towards the door, I fell back to the floor and watched my sire also be constrained in some sort of way.
Interesting.
Before she ran out the front door.
And she being the hunter in this scenario, correct? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, Vincent, your POV, please.
When I arrived, the hunters had already killed 2 of our kindred. There was a fight going on with a third. I intervened and commanded the hunter to flee to avoid the potential further loss of our blood. Shortly thereafter, you mentioned that the 4th kindred there was your sire. They took a rifle, muttered a number of phrases that I don't understand, but which I've heard before in the context of other suicides. They took the rifle and put it under their chin and pulled the trigger, delivering the final death upon themselves.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I, by the way, did instruct our friend here to bring one of the hunter's corpses to you so that you would have evidence of what had happened and potentially some things that we could investigate that the police had not picked over. I don't believe that they're here.
It's in the back of my trunk. I didn't think it wise to bring it in the middle of business hours.
valid. I appreciate that. I can have that taken care of for you. Not to be presumptuous or anything like that. Are you okay if I have 1 or 2 of my folks go and grab that?
Sure.
Okay, cool. I'll get vehicle information and pass that along to, I guess, the head of security, like Art or Marlo. Is that what was that?
I'm right here.
Yeah, sorry. I don't want to just remove you from a conversation if you want to like rough this guy up. But then
No,
that's not to this guy. That's the Warren.
No. Oh, no, I know. I'm well aware. No, but Marlo is, yeah. As far as Marlo's concerned, if you need something done security wise, Marlo will go do it. If you want
Okay.
that done now, I'll go do it.
Yes, please. Then, like Marlo, if you could handle that, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I shoot a glare at Guy and Vincent, and then go out and handle that.
Has your sire had much interaction with cults, magical creatures, magical mortals? Anything that you would have identified with potentially their spouting some sort of ritual before they killed themselves?
I don't know what he did in his free time, but I can say that it was similar to what we've seen from the first batch.
Okay.
That was my observation as well.
So I feel terrible that I didn't get this sooner. What is your name?
Darl.
Darl? Okay. So Darl, I'm gonna apologize up front for how cagey this whole thing has been. All right. Not through any malicious anything. It's quite literally we've been trying very hard to deal with this as internally as possible. We've been investigating why our fellow kindred have been, well, for lack of a better phrase, why they've been offing themselves. It's terrifying. Actively, I'll admit it. I'm scared of this. And one of the working theories is that there is actively magic involved. And that would line up with what has been told to me about this evening with how your sire was handled. That sounds rough. That's the wrong word. How your sire ultimately met his end.
Yeah, and I hope I was clear that I don't think Vincent is the reason why he died.
Okay.
I'm
Making
more
sure.
frustrated that we're just letting humans run around freely and letting them go instead of commanding them to stay still so we execute them properly.
And this was one of those ones where, again, it looks weird from the outside if you don't know what's going on. We have yet to figure out anything about who this wizard might be. But with the malice that it would take to continue to do things like this, it's probably not working alone.
Not to share too much also, but stand still is 2 words. That's sort of explicitly outside of the realm of what I can do.
Not this is a very pointed look, just not helping.
Apologies. I just wanted to be clear that I was trying to keep you and yours safe.
Halt also
There-
works as a single word.
All right, anyway. Consider this baiting a hook.
Yes, Vincent is indeed a great fisherman. Indeed.
I don't think that I'm required to simply stand here and take that, am I, Baron?
Well, you know the rules.
I do.
He openly
Tell
open,
me,
arms
Darl.
straight open, and looks right towards you.
There are rules.
There are rules.
Are you
Now-
planning on being in the club for much longer?
Not outside of my will. I would have left a long time ago if I was allowed.
See, the last thing that any of us need is anyone going off half-cocked for some sort of vigilante justice, trying to track down, apprehend, avenge, any of that. So ultimately, that move was to give you time to take a breath, think about it, and not rally a militia.
Wasn't even on my idea.
I'm not even going to roll, and I'm going to call some bullshit on that. It's just, hey, okay. So I'm going to tell you very pointedly. We will let whatever this beef is at this very moment slide. But there is nothing more on this project for you to be doing at this very moment. I promised you that you would get yours. Like you will get your get back on this. I promise you that as your Baron. But until you are specifically asked to be a part of this, I do not want you anywhere near this.
Happily.
I didn't like that. Trying so hard with this guy. Oh my god. Oh, he's lucky. Oh, he's lucky. You know, there used to be a kindred around that I could ask, like, hey, does this guy look like he needs his bones? But, you know,
No.
he's not here.
Vincent's like, I'm right here. I can tell you he doesn't eat his bones.
Just could have been done in a way that we could have said it wasn't violence. Uh, okay, excellent. And you know what? I'm setting proper expectations with this. You know what would happen should you make yourself involved in this.
Yes. As he sort of takes a moment and thinks about it and then gives a cock smile with a yes.
All right.
Nice to know that he's not just giving attitude to me, Baron.
Oh, 100%. So to make sure that it's crystal clear and everybody has the right image, I try very hard to be nice, to create a safe space, to create a safe haven, if you will, for myself, my coterie, and the kindred that call this domain home. But should you cross just a toe over the line, I will bring wrath down upon you that's louder than God's revolver and twice as shiny. So please, keep that in mind.
I've met her.
Good. You'll meet her again. Have a good night. Get your phone on the way out.
And as he takes a step out, very purposefully, almost as if he was trying to fake it, kicks Vincent's shoe as he sort of stumbles his way out, but purposely trying to kick Vincent.
I both lack the impulse and the dice pool to dodge, so
Yeah. No. He scuffed your shoe.
hmm.
I'm gonna text Marlo. Hey, when you're done with that package, our friend might be on his way out. Can you keep an eye out? And if you see him, grab him. Vincent's gonna be looking.
Oh, I just need his license plate.
Scratch that. License plate, please.
Okay.
100%.
I don't want to kill him in the parking lot. We have people in the parking lot. I want to send people to car bomb him at his home.
Oops, it was the hunter that got away.
Oh no, it was probably a mage that did the restraining thing too. Weird.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, that's. God, I can't wait for level 4 fucking presents.
Baron, with your permission, I'll finish mopping that one up later tonight.
Oh
In the
yeah,
meantime, let's go back to looking for Don.
yes,
I think
please.
we're collectively missing him enough that it's going to be worth a concerted effort.
Yes, I miss him very dearly this evening, but I know our arrangement, plausible deniability, all that. You're gonna need to figure something out with Marlowe.
Why is that?
Because I'm assuming there's something you're not telling me, and I'm fine with that. Marlowe was staring daggers at you for a minute there, so might want to touch that up.
Oh, you and I have spoken about this in the past. I have things in motion. One of them includes this hunter. She's useful for keeping tabs on the other hunters and potentially as pest removal.
No, 100%. And again, I trust you implicitly, but I'm just saying that I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life. This is not as your Baron. This is hopefully your friend. There was tension. Barlow seemed frustrated or annoyed that perhaps he wasn't as in the loop as he thought. So I will
I'll
let
talk
you. Yeah, I will let you address that as you will. But just heads up. Good work tonight. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Have a pleasant evening.
You as well.
Get more hangry as I'm doing other business.
Oh man. Being the Baron's fucking hard, y'all.
And with that,
I missed Dom.
well, you know what's good? As we change the scene, we see Dom once again under sedation. Looks like a surgery has been performed. And Dom, it smells like utter just bleach has thoroughly cleaned this place. But you see this same individual sort of stand here. Ah, you're awake.
Yeah. Not bad on the stitches.
Well, we believe we gathered all the information we need from you.
Oh, that's disconcerting.
Well, it would be. But you are no longer our problem.
Whose problem am I?
everyone that surrounds themselves with you.
That's ominous. Please tell me you didn't stick like a bomb inside my wound.
No. That would be too callous. As you see from under the light, a hooded figure walks in. Now, there's people looking for you. And when we send you back, as he sort of places his hand on your chest, please let them know that the sun's not too far away.
No.
And you disappear. As Riley, you hear a loud scream come from the dance floor, and the music halts.
The fuck? I'm gonna go look.
You see Dom, pants on, but wearing what looks like a hospital gown with a new incision in their chest, in the middle of the dance floor.
Oh, it ass. Damn it. Fuck.
I'll take a quick bow. We like to keep you jumping here at the Succubus Club.
I didn't know it was going to be delivery.
Nope, it's DiGiorno.
And that's where we'll go ahead and wrap tonight's episode. Again, that was episode 62, The Mirrored Edge. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, please make sure to check out adventuredice.ca and use code JABERS for 10% off your order. That does exclude any of their charity sets, so we want to make sure that they get all of the support that they can. So thank you guys again, and we'll see you guys next week on another episode of Indy by Night Blurred Lines. Have a good night, guys.